Hey guys, it's Angelica. I know I haven't done a video in a while, been busy, so I decided to do one for you guys. It's gonna be my skull collection. So I know you guys have been Shadow's dying. Shadow. Anyway, so yeah, this is my skull collection, you guys. I told you guys a long time ago that I was gonna do it, so I'm doing it now. First, I wanted to do a cat update for people on my Tumblr who've been following that. You're not done dying? You're not done dying? Anyway, so yeah. So for people who've been following me on Tumblr and like know what's going on, so yeah, all my dogs decided to make noises at once. Anyway, me and my best friend, we took in a stray cat who was injured, and there's two cats, but we could only take him at the time because he was injured and he had to go to the vet. It was like an emergency because his wound was infected. So we brought him to the vet and got his wound taken care of, and he's an outdoor cat because he's a stray, obviously, so we've been keeping him indoors. So me and my friend have been like surrogating him back and forth. Willie, go lay down. Willie, you don't understand. I'm recording. Anyway, so yeah. And then her aunt decided that she really liked him, so she was going to adopt him. So that's where he's at now. I went and I said bye to him this past weekend before he went because her aunt lives a few hours away. She lives in the same state in North Carolina as I do, but she lives in Raleigh, which is a few hours away. But yeah, it's nice. She doesn't have any pets, and I know she has one child. I don't know if she has any more children than the one, but they don't live with her because they're grown up and moved out. So he'll get lots of attention, and he'll get to be indoors. And when we brought him to the vet, we did find out that he had leukemia, which is sad. It's not active right now, which is good, but like, I'm not really going to explain to you what that is if you want to look it up, but I'm sure a lot of people who have cats know what that is. So we're also assuming that the other cat that we're going to take in soon and get adopted, she's not injured, right? There's nothing wrong with her right now that you can like see. So we're hoping just to bring her to a place to get adopted. She's probably going to have cat leukemia too, because they have been together for a while now, the two cats, and they're both male and female, and she's not spayed or anything, so I'm sure they've, done some stuff, especially in the summertime. And so yeah, so that's where the cat is now. He's doing really good. His wound was probably like this big before on his chest, and now it's only like that big, and you can see skin growing around it, so it looks really nice. I mean, it's still gross, but it looks really nice compared to what it was before. So I'm really happy about that. He deserves a good home, and that's what he's getting, so I'm super excited. So okay, on to my dogs are terrible. Anyway, okay. Anyway, onto my skull collection. I have a couple things here. I'm gonna start from smallest to largest. So for people who watch some of my other videos, you probably already I've already seen this one because it's the smallest one I have, and that's my little bat skull. Like I said before, I'm still not sure what bat type it is, like what species. You guys, cut it out. Anyway, so yeah, this is my little bat skull. I have the paper somewhere that says what species it is. I just don't know where I put the paper. So yeah, there's that little guy. He's super tiny. Super small. Okay, and then for my next one, this one is a muskrat. He almost looks like a baby beaver. So this is my little muskrat skull. See, it's beautiful yellow teeth. I really like their back teeth because they're like perfectly aligned, if you can tell. Yeah, I really like my muskrat skull. I think it's cute. I think its skull's cuter than what it looks like when it's in real life, like the actual animal. I don't think muskrats are that cute. My next one is a mink skull. This is my little mink skull. Minks always have cool skulls, like ferrets and stuff. They like kind of like come out the back a little, which I always like. It's an interesting shape, like an alien. Yeah, pretty neat. And then also, this looks really similar to the mink skull, but it's a skunk skull, just a tad bit bigger, and the eyes are a little bit like, the eyes are a little different. This is the skunk skull, and then this is the mink skull. See, they're a little different, but they look similar. You can kind of tell the difference with the eye shape and stuff, and then the back of the skull's a little different shaped. But yeah, I like the skunk one better, but I like skunks better. Skunks are beautiful creatures, minus they smell terrible. But I love skunks. Whenever I see them crossing the road, they like kind of go slow, and they kind of like look like they're waddling almost. Like, I don't know if it's because they're so furry, but they like waddle around, and it's so cute. I always like will stop my car, even when they're completely by, and just watch them like walk into the woods or whatever onto the other side of the road, because they look like they have big booties and that they're waddling while they walk. Like, skunks are so cute. So this next one is a skunk. He has a little tooth missing there. But yeah, that's the raccoon. He's cool. I'm gonna say this is a smaller raccoon because I got my friend a raccoon skull for Christmas, and it was a bit bigger than this one. So this one's a little bit. I don't know if the females and the males are that much different in size, but if not, then it's probably a juvenile, which is sad. But yeah. And then this next one, I have a love-hate relationship with, because it is a beaver skull, which is my favorite kind of like skull shape, or like the muskrat and the beaver, because they're really similar. But the problem with this one is that his tooth chipped, his front tooth, which is like what everyone looks at. So like, look at that sad tooth. Ugh, so sad. The way I have him, he's turned this way, so people can't tell. I lie to them. I'm like, no, his teeth are perfect. Just don't pick it up. And yeah, and he has the back teeth like the muskrat does that I love. Their little tiny teeth all lined up. Yeah, that's the chip. They almost look like an armadillo when they're like this. Anyway. And then the next one is a bobcat. It's a bobcat skull, which I really like, because one of my favorite things about skulls is that they're not usually perfect, and I really like when their imperfections are pre-mortem, so it's stuff that happened to the animal while it was still alive. So this one has some damage to its front of its skull, but you can tell by the way it's been grown over kind of, and it's like a little deformed looking, that it happened while the bobcat was alive, which I think is neat. And it does have, its fangs are nice and full, which I'm happy about. They're not chipped or anything. So yeah, see the damage on the front? It's like, especially right here for sure, it's like grown that way because it comes up and out, and it's kind of like growing out like he had an injury or something, and then the skull tried to repair itself. I'm not sure. But yeah, I really like the bobcat skull. They're cool. I like that its skull kind of goes farther back, a little bit farther back than a cat. slightly. It looks like some evil alien. And then for my last skull I have here is a coyote skull. So this is my coyote skull, and just like the bobcat, it's got a little bit of imperfections that are pre-mortem. So like if you look at this tooth, the canine here, and then you look at the one here, it's like really, like, look at the difference in my fingers. It's a lot shorter. But if you look at it, the tooth's actually worn down that way. Like it's not broken or anything. Like not like it, like someone broke it. It's like worn down, like sanded down, like the coyote had broken his tooth somehow, and then it got filed down from the years of like still having to use it and like eat with it and stuff. So it's still like filed back to like a fang shape, but it's like dramatically shorter than the other thing, which I think is really cool. And you know, it's just a coyote, so it's almost like a dog. So it's nice looking. I like it. I like the coloring on it. It's a little bit dingier than the other ones. So yeah, that's my skull collection for you guys. I'd really like to get like a antler type skull. Like an antelope would be awesome, or even a deer, I don't care. Just like one with antlers would be really cool. But yeah, I saw a dead deer on the side of the road yesterday, and I was like, is it illegal to like saw the head off of a deer on the side of the road and just take the head and leave the body? I'm not sure. You guys can let me know. I live in North Carolina. Find out if it's illegal in North Carolina for me to saw off a deer's head that's dead on the side of the road and leave its body so I can just have the head. Because I would take the whole thing and eat it, but I'm not sure how that would go. I don't want some crazy like mad deer disease. So yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry it's been a while since I made a video. I'll try to like keep regular with making videos. I'll probably do another Q&A soon, and I'm also going to do my mummified specimens, which I don't have a ton of, but I have a couple, enough to do a video I guess. So yeah, and then I'll also do like, I'm going to do an insect video for my insects. And I'll do my curio cabinet, because I do have a curio cabinet. I have a curio cabinet and a curio shelf. And then the rest of my oddities are kind of spread throughout my room, but those are like two places where it's specifically designated for those items. So yeah, so I'll do like my oddities shelf and my oddities cabinet. Maybe I'll do a room tour, and then you guys can see everything and how I like set it up in my room and stuff, how I keep it on display. So yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.